Hey, this is Terrell Robinson. I'm in the class Difficult Conversations, and I'm doing my video to pretty much the journal too. First question, it says, using your topic from your second journal, come up with 2 productive ways you can open your difficult conversation. Be specific on your wording. Practice your opening with a partner so that you know it sounds good out loud and doesn't just look good on paper. Feedback from your partner. All right, so my first one, hey mom, I would like to talk to you whenever you get some time, and I would want to talk to you about, things that happened in my childhood, or maybe going through some baby pictures, and I may have questions about our childhood, or ask her about what did she go through as a little girl in her childhood. What she remember, and try to bond off that. My partner, I asked her this earlier, and I tried to get her to record, but she's doing homework too. She said pretty much, be myself. Don't hold back, but also be able to listen to her. Be mindful of things that she probably didn't tell me, of the reasons why maybe she didn't learn it. Maybe her living situation was different. Like, I won't know that unless I ask her. So I did put that on my forefront. Number 2, it says, come up with 2 specific learning questions that you can use for difficult conversations. Again, the specific of your language, and practice the questions out loud. Learning questions are questions, and just for you to ask them, you might learn something in order to avoid the difficult conversation from ever happening again, to avoid the conflict in the future. In my journal, I also talked about things that I felt. Not trying to be a hit and run, but pretty much like one of those things where, what could have I done better as a son? What could I have done better as a person? Should I just not bring it up? Should I not talk about it? Should I just continue on my life? Because, my life ended up turning out to be somewhat good. I'm trying to come up with a second question, or I would try to be open all the way. Number 3, it says, difficult conversations can quickly turn for the worse. Trust me, it can. Come up with 2 specific phrases that you can move your difficult conversation back into the positive direction if necessary. Well, once again, in my journal, I kind of talked about this. I said, number 1, I try to come up with boundaries. Like, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be mad, but come up with ways that we can still talk, not in a forced way, but that I won't feel like that she's talking over me and I speak and she's not listening. I think it'd be one of those. Or maybe come up with a safe word. I'm sorry. I think that's a good thing that, when someone not know, because we may read body language is different from what we see or what we hear. But I think if the person just come up with a strategy of just come right out and having that the word, I think that it would work. Or I don't know, maybe just create that rapport where you guys can come up with something as a phrase about making things better. I think I gave you 2 or maybe more. But that being said, I know this is going to be a hard conversation because this is something that's been going on ever since I had to be maybe in 5th grade. So what, 10, 11? I'm 37 now. So this has not been like boiling or festering, but it did kind of get me in trouble because I did think about some things about what happened, or some things that my mom and dad did go through. And noticed that after my dad left, that was another problem. I'll get to that later. It got worse. I felt like I had no support. Nobody had my back because now, one, I was young and didn't know. I didn't have the knowledge. It was now I'm seeing it in the standpoint of everybody getting cake and not me. Everybody's else ready to go somewhere else, not me. But thank you so much.